So I'm Jess and they are my group member, Joyce, Vicky, Yap Jin Xiang and Wai Chung. Porter generic strategy developed by Michael Porter. He is an economic researcher. In the early 1980s, he set out to find out the way company maintains long-term benefit over their competitor. He has argued that a firm's strength eventually falls into two parts: cost advantage and differentiation. By applying this strength in either a broad or narrow range, there are three different generic strategies that firms can apply, which is cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. So Michael Porter suggested four generic strategies that could be followed in order to gain competitive advantage. The differentiation strategy and cost leadership strategy seek competitive advantage in a broad range of market. By contrast, the differentiation strategy and cost-focused strategy are best used in a narrow market or industry. So in cost leadership strategy, the objective is to become the lowest cost producer in the industry. And the sources of cost advantage are varied and depend on the structure of the industry. They may comprise the pursuit of economic of skill, preferential access to raw materials, property, technology, and other factors. If a company can accomplish and maintain overall cost leadership, thus it will be a better performer in the industry, provided it can command price at or near the industry average. So I will pass to the next presenter, Joyce.
Differentiation leadership. The objective of differentiation leadership is to gain larger market to gain competitive advantage through the entire industry. Differentiation involves in making your product or services to be different from or even more attractive than your competitors. How you do this depends on the exact nature of the industry and of the products or services themselves, but will typically involve in the features, functionality, support, and also brand image that your customer values. It's not easy to implement this strategy because it needs the substantial and sustainability investment. Larger organizations pursuing a differentiation strategy need to stay agile with their product development processes. Otherwise, they risk attack on several fronts by customers pursuing focused differentiation strategy in different market segments. Next, we will move on to focus strategy. The focus strategy has two variants, which are cost focus and differentiation focus. In cost focus, a business seeks cost advantage in their target segment, while in differentiation focus, a business seeks differentiation in their target segment. Both variants of the focus strategy are differences between a focus's target segment and other segment in the industry. The target segment must either have buyer with special needs, or else the production or delivery system that best serve the target segment must differ from other industry segments. Cost focus exploit differences in cost behavior in some segments, while differentiation focus exploits the special needs of buyer in certain segments. Next, I'll pass my presentation.
There are some of the companies who use a business strategy in their organization to manage their business. For example, Nike is one of the company. The business strategy that used by Nike is the product differentiation strategy. Nike is the leader of industry in the product differentiations, where it helps to improve its profitability through the sales of different products. Nike differentiates its product. The other advantages to product number of production line is the reduction of risk. If one product fails, there are still other numerous products to help to compensate for the loss. Nike differentiates its product into a variety of ways. Firstly, Nike manufactures sport goods for three different segments of people, who are men, women, and children, on the basis of their needs, psychology, different preference, design preference, and trends of choices. Each of Secondly, product. Nike also differentiates its product by offering a variety of footwear accessories and apparel, such as a Nike watch Nike's apparel have in the inventions of innovation design and high performance fabric that help to produce their apparel. I believe most of you would have heard of it if you went to purchase their Nike t-shirt or jersey before. It's called the fit technology. The fit technology divided into 3 types, which is the dry fit, thermal fit, and Nike Spur Thermal. The fit technology regulates the management of temperature condition and moisture to help athletes to train and compete in any sort of condition. Nike mission has always been to provide competitive edge to help athletes perform better. By implementing these generic strategies in Nike, their sales is increasing over the year. As you can see, they implement these strategies very well as they differentiate their product in a proper manner. The Nike total revenue in fiscal 2016 reported an amount of 32,376 million, which is a 6% increase from fiscal 2015. Now I will pass the presentation to Jess.
Next, I will talk about the Mexico, other company with using the focus strategy. Mexico is established in the year 1965 and is the merge of the Mexicola and the Victoria. Also, the company popular drinks with the Mexicola was invented in 1898. And the company is the second biggest player in the global food and beverage industry. To implement the focus strategy, the Mexico decided to spin off its restaurant business to allow the company focus and capital to beverage business to cover its opinion, which is the Coca-Cola. And focus on selling high margin soft drink, containers, and marketing of the different brands and brand strategy. By implementing the focus strategy, the volume of the Mexicola increased by 7% of worldwide in 1998. Resulting resulted in lower sales by leading the company higher profit. And according to the report, return on equity increased from 70% in 1996 to 30% in 1998. The volume of the soft drink increased by 6% with the Mexicola soft drink, after implementing the focus strategy, made the company become the biggest gain in the beverage industry since 1994. Next, I'll pass to Wai Chung.
So previously, my friends have talked about the company which has implemented a single strategy. So I'm going to talk about the mixed strategy that they have mixed together with the differentiation strategy and cost leadership strategy altogether in one company. However, according to Porter, it is impossible to implement both strategies together because they will create a conflict between the strategies, such as that you want to minimize your costs, but then you increase costs in the differentiation activities. So you will result in stuck in the middle if you fail to implement both strategies. However, according to Martina and Minare, they say it's very important to implement both strategies in a competitive industry. What advantages can be given to the companies, such as once they successfully implemented the strategy, they are able to adapt to all the environmental changes. They are exposed to more learning opportunities, and they can leverage their core competencies across their business units, as well as they are able to produce unique products that are at lower costs. So the examples given are McDonald's and IKEA. The differentiation strategies adopted by McDonald's would be they have drive-through, they have breakfast menu, they have lunch menu, they have Happy Meal, and they have McCafe that some other competitors don't provide. And low cost leadership strategy implemented by them is their own facilities that produce standardized ingredients that very much lower down their costs for the franchisees. And for the IKEA, cost leadership they have implemented is that they don't assemble the furniture for the customers, instead they let the customers assemble themselves. So, and they don't have to deliver the products. And then this in turn a lot of cost as well. And differentiation, unlike some other normal furniture selling companies that IKEA they showcase the products in a prototype room, and it gives the feeling of like customers are being at home, and this in turn create a uniqueness among the customers. And next, these are the limitations that are more like challenges and risks if you want to implement both strategies together. As I mentioned before, it's difficult to minimize costs or incurring costs for all the value-added differential activities at the same time. And it will be imitation from your new entrants in the market that sometimes they can learn your costing strategies, and this might even narrow down the difference, the perceived difference, such as that they also learn how to produce some unique products. If there's a sudden inflation in the industry, this might create reduce the firm's ability to offset the product differentiation as well as the cost. Lastly, it requires an extensive focus on the resources, the skills, the management arrangement, the organizational arrangement, because if you want to implement only one strategy, it requires a lot of effort as well. Not to mention you want to implement more strategies. So the recommendations I'll give is that companies, they have to produce high quality products. Why? Because high quality products, it create high demand. So high demand, you create produce a high volume of products. This can create economies of scale in your companies. So you can realize both strategies in a company. As well as you can provide training and skill development for the management in terms of achieving the production of products that are of good quality, right quantity, and low cost. So that's all for my presentation.
Cost leadership strategy. In Nike, they use this strategy to sustain competitive advantage. They minimize the product cost to maximize their profitability or reduce the selling price. My question is, under what conditions cost leadership strategy can be effective applied?
In order to implement organization strategy successfully, the organization needs to have good research, development, and innovation, and have the ability to deliver high quality product and services. In order to implement the differentiation strategies successfully, the organization needs to have good research, development, and innovation, and effective sales and marketing, so that the markets understand the benefit offered by differentiators offering.
Okay, let me ask you now. Can you distinguish between cost leadership and cost focus? How do you know the difference?
Cost leadership is more like a broad perspective in the industry. You focus on the entire industry. About cost leadership, you focus on the narrow segment in the industry.
And what's the difference between, alright, differentiation, right? You put that differentiation, leadership, you put that differentiation, leadership. Oh, what? Go back to your graph, the first one. leadership. And then differentiation focus.
I think there's a typo error in there. There's no such thing. There's only differentiation.
There's only differentiation,
No leadership.
no leadership. Okay, now so far you have given examples on, okay, Pepsi, IKEA, and Nike. Nike, you are saying product differentiation. Alright, then you have Pepsi is which one? What's their strategy again?
Focus.
Focus. Focus in?
Split off is restaurant business.
Focus in?
Because got two main business. It is the restaurant business and the POS industry. So it's split off this one.
But I thought, okay, move one more. Focus and capital.
The POS business is the stock trade.
Solar company focus and capital. Okay, why are your figures all based on the 1996 to 1998? And now we are in 2017. So is it working now? Or not?
Still working.
Where are the proof? If your figures are only on 1996 to 1998.
That's all the subdivision.
Yeah, so does it work now? Okay, any other questions? Right, do you have anything else to add?